officials. Children must be supervised by an adult at all times, kept in your sight and seated in the bleachers for the safety of all attendants. Everyone, please enjoy the games and matches tonight. Now to honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask all of you to please stand, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another broadcast of Ripon High School Volleyball on the Ripon channel, along with our executive producer, cameraman, and assistant, Riley Eisnagel and JJ, along with the all-star, Kayla Peterson. I'm Jason Mansmith. So glad to be along with you. Kayla, just shy of the 93,000 that we saw in Nebraska last night for the volleyball match, but a good crowd here tonight in Ripon for this matchup versus the Berlin Indians.
Absolutely. I would say that we're competing with Nebraska. We're definitely competing with Nebraska's attendance tonight over here at Ripon.
You watched that game last night, 93,000 inside the stadium.
Yeah, just incredible. The way that women's sports has come this far. Volleyball is the one that catapulted all this, and just amazing the amount of people that came out to support Nebraska.
Yeah, let's talk about this game coming up here tonight. The Ripon Tigers and the Berlin Indians, both a conference matchup for both of these teams. Kicking off the season, Ripon, of course, last year 29-10, and a loss in the regional final versus Sauk Prairie, and Berlin last year 9-16. The Tigers have lost a few seniors from last year. We'll see what they can do to pick up that pace there. Coach Tracy Landerman coming into her 39th year as the head coach of Ripon Tiger Volleyball.
39, but tonight the Ripon Tigers will look a lot different without Sheridan Zimmerman, who's been the setter for the last 4 years. So that'll definitely be something different that we get to see. Reese Downs has stepped into that role. She's going to be running the 5-1. So looking forward to seeing her be able to do that as a senior.
Okay.
You know, she's putting a lot of work into the offseason. So being a center, it's like a quarterback. So excited to see what she can do.
So Ripon will come on out and get ready to exchange pleasantries with Berlin a little bit. So Kayla, if you can just bring your mic up a little bit, and hopefully it'll stay there for you.
Hopefully it'll stay.
Yeah, it's all good there. As I mentioned, Ripon will be looking to come up with kind of an answer to the last year's seniors that stepped away. And but it do have a good crew of people coming back who do have some varsity experience as well for Ripon out there. So we'll go through the starters here. See Carson Bauman out there, of course. Summer Brewer's going to be out there. Leah Kowalski, Reese Downs, as you mentioned, also out there, and Kelly Krumenauer. I'm missing one. Ari Brooks.
Then we got Bryn Carlson at
Bryn
libero.
Carlson
She
libero,
played that position last year, so she's back at her.
So we're happy to bring this one to you. Earlier tonight, the JV fell to Berlin 0-3, and the JV2 fell as well 0-3. So we are set for it here. Back to serve for Berlin will be Camille Bruce Demuri. We are underway here at Ripon High School. Carlson, and now the set coming from Downs. The hit on the other side. The point will go to Berlin. Just a little bit deep for Summer Brewer on that hit. So Camille back to serve again for the Indians. That one's a little bit deep and going to go out of bounds to the Tigers on the scoreboard with 1 point. A lot of action going on tonight in the high school area and turning other sports. I know soccer is out tonight. Cross country had a meet tonight. Tennis had a meet tonight. So a good crowd here, even though there's a ton of people, a ton of things going on.
Absolutely, especially the student section.
Serve from Brooks is good. And that one's going to come in and get a point for Berlin. Just nobody was able to cover that spot over there.
Yep, just one between Carlson and Malia there. I think they really did think that was out.
So Libero going to serve now. Nigber for the Indians, Jenna Nigber. Big hit coming in from Bauman, and that'll go nice in there for the senior.
Great pass, even better set by Reese Downs. It was on the money. Peterson was able to put that down.
Kelly Krimenauer will come back in. Carlson will do the serving now for the Tigers. Hit coming on the other side, and that one's going to drop in, and a big swing from number 10 there, Claire Bartle. Talked a little bit about the concern of maybe the serving for the Tigers this year. We had both happen to read the article in the paper, talked a little bit about, and Coach Landerman kind of mentioning concerns about that. Struggled a little bit last week in that tournament. You said it was a tough tournament to be in,
very
too, right?
tough. A lot of good teams there. They did beat West Salem, so that was impressive to see. But serving and passing, that's kind of the name of the game to win a volleyball game. And if you can't do that, it'll be tough. But let's see what happens tonight.
Kowaleski comes in with a little dip, and the Tigers get the score. Serving for Ripon is going to be number 7, Natalie Hatfield. Jump serve on the way. That one's going to foul in. Set up and the big swing. Downs will set. Left-handed swing from Hatfield. Not good. Won't get over the net. Just a little bit slow.
A little bit short, yep, in that back row attack.
As you look through the conference, I know you know the teams a little bit better than I do. What are you looking at? Who do you see at the top? What are you thinking, for this season for this conference?
Yeah, I'm really interested in seeing Kewaskum.
Okay.
Kewaskum had Lane Litsky as a coach there. He stepped away.
Oh, okay.
So, so there's a new coach over there. So I'm really interested to see them. They have some young players on there. A girl that I did get to watch a couple games this winter, and she was phenomenal. She's a freshman. She made varsity. So really excited to see her play. So Kewaskum, I would say they've always got a good team put together.
I think Waupun, Trinity Pierce, right?
Yep.
She's going to be a good contender.
Absolutely.
Player of the year, I would think, in that. Good player. I think she's going D2 next year,
She's going
right?
to Winona, yes.
Yeah.
Phenomenal player. Played for FC Elite. She's a middle. She can dominate that net. So it's really just her team around her building and supporting her. So, yeah, definitely interested to see them play, too.
2 hits called against Berlin, so Ripon will trail 4-6 here in the first game. Kowaleski will step back. The senior, she's got a few games in.
Yes, absolutely. And I would say that she's going to give Trinity Pierce a run for her money for that Player of the Year spot.
Good return back. Downs will set up. Big swing that time comes from Krimenauer. It's going to go out deep.
The only thing I can say about Malia is I'll be very happy next year when we do the alumni scrimmage that she's on my side and not the other.
You taking a few shots?
Taking a couple. I had a couple blocks on her, though, so we'll see. But I definitely will be happy that she's on my side.
Good turnout for that this year?
Absolutely. There's about 12 of us. Candy Baker, myself were the senior seniors of the crew. But it was really cool. The Malia's, both of her older sisters came to play.
Oh,
so
nice.
That was so awesome to have them all on the same court.
Here's the hit from Berlin. Very good. I appreciate you all joining us in tonight on the YouTube channel.
Year number 3 with you, Biggie.
I know, right?
Can you believe the first year I think we only did 1 game, right?
Yeah, correct. Maybe 2.
Maybe 2.
Because I think we did a regional game or maybe a playoff game possibly.
Did we because the WIA?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we only did 1.
I think you're right.
And then last year I think we did 3. This year maybe 4.
Right.
I mean, we're wanted crew.
I
think it's just you, not me.
No, the rest of the crew.
Best in the business right here, folks.
Nah,
no, right here.
You all do that. Here we go. Berlin coming back. Got to get one over. That one did not go. Tigers will take the lead here, 7-6 in the first game.
Berlin's kind of falling apart right now.
A little bit, yeah. Uncertainty, I think, in that team too, right? They struggled a little bit last year and just kind of rebuilding on that. But you said they have a really nice youth program.
They do have a really good youth program. They're starting young. And then, like I said, the JV and freshman team did pretty well. It does look like they just were struggling with passing a little bit right there. So
how do you tighten that up?
You got to move your feet. You can't be complacent. You can't just stay in one spot. You got to talk. Most importantly, communication.
Tied at 7 here in the first game. Brooks go up, a little tip over. Berlin will bring it back over. Downs back to Brooks on the swing. Kremenauer this time. Berlin. Tied at 7 here in a good rally. Kowaleski looking to place one there. Into the net.
Into the net, which I'm surprised they called her on that and not the back row attack because she did leave before.
I thought so as well. Right.
Yeah, yep. You hear the chance, you can't do that. Well, we can if we don't get called for it.
Right. Carlson back over. Set from Downs and over to Kremenauer for the slam and good. Bauman will come back in for Carlson in the libero spot. Kremenauer now with a tie ball game here in the first game. Kremenauer saw a little bit of time on varsity as well last year.
I was just going to say, I was thinking in my mind, she is the most improved player that I see on this team. She really is. She didn't get a whole lot of playing time last year with Carson Bauman and the other Baker, Eva, right?
Right.
But she played club for Fond du Lac, and man, she really impressed me at the alumni scrimmage. I can't wait to see what this season does for her.
Well, you can see the confidence that she just has out there right now, just kind of the repetition of knowing the game and playing the game and being in it. So.
She's really come out of her shell, so I look really forward to seeing her this season.
She takes a seat as Carlson will come back in. And serving is Berling. Downs will save one. And over his Bauman on the hit. That one goes out of bounds. Good eyes. By Carlson.
Well, we got a touch
hit.
Ball.
Okay.
Wow. That must have been on Brooks. The way the ball was traveling. But I would like to talk about her for a second.
Okay.
So I believe her sophomore year she played libero. Last year she played right side. And tonight we're seeing her on the outside. Talk about a versatile player. She just goes, coach, just put me in. I don't care where you put me. That's a team player.
That one goes out of bounds. Off of Ripon. Point goes to Berlin, 11-9. Hoffman will continue to serve. Now, if you were here for the JV game, the second game, 60% of the game was chasing the ball around after the serve.
Oh, really? Oh, my gosh.
It was all over the place on there, right?
Where was your nephew when we needed him?
Right?
He could have went and chased it around.
But,
hey, ball boy, come up through Iowa,
right? Exactly.
I'm a Ripon Tiger shirt.
12-9, Berlin leading Ripon here in the first game. And the hit is going to go deep. And that's the point for Ripon. Being able to have that quick judgment and letting that ball go out, that's a talent.
It is. But you know what the best thing is? You got a 50-50 shot.
Right.
But yes, communication, again, is very helpful. Bryn Carlson was like, out, I heard her. So that definitely helped Malia not pass that ball.
And that's a point for Ripon. Makes it 12-11. And Downs back to serve for the Tigers. Big hit coming on the other side. Good return for Kowaleski. Ball goes out of bounds. Berlin thought they had the placement.
Yep. And
Just a little bit.
usually that spot you can get, but she was just a little wide.
Reese, the senior for the Tigers. And that one was long.
I'm surprised you haven't brought up the shoes of the Tigers.
Well, you know, I see there's some pinks out there. There's
You're
some
a shoe guy.
solid laces out there. So,
Right.
yeah, I'm good with that.
It's really transitioned. Used to, you know, only black or only white volleyball shoes. Now everybody's wearing black or any other color but black, I
Right.
should say. And basketball shoes, whatever makes you comfortable.
When the All-Star was playing, was it black shoes?
Oh, man, I'm trying to remember. What were my shoes? Man, I don't know if I could even tell you what shoes I wore, but I know it was Mizuno's, boring Mizuno's.
Okay,
I know
well,
they're probably
standard
white.
issue, right?
Yep, standard. That used to be, Mizuno was, you know, they owned the volleyball shoe world. Not anymore.
No. Ripon with the points on that. Now Brooks will serve. Good serve over the net. And that one is in as well
That's
for
what
the
Ripon,
Tigers.
yeah, that's what Ripon needs, is to put some pressure on the serving line.
Brooks, a senior. And that one tried to get in the corner. Nope. Didn't make it. Tied at 14 here.
Number 11 back on the court for Berlin. Serving in Romero, number 16, Kayla.
And Nigber will serve for the Indians. Tigers just couldn't get that one.
Yep, Reese tried to get that one up, but
Tough return.
this was a tough pass.
15-14.
You can see Berlin definitely is targeting that one spot where Ari Brooks is standing. They want her to pass the ball.
I keep forgetting that there's a camera on the scoreboard, so I don't need to tell the score all the time.
Right?
Old habits never die,
That's
right?
all right.
Kovalevsky with a good return, but it's not going to stay in. But that was a good serve coming off the edge again from 16, Jenna Nigber.
Yeah.
So a timeout taken by Berlin. We'll take it with it and come back with more. It's Ripon High School volleyball here on the Ripon Channel. Quick timeout taken here in the ball game as the Berlin Indians lead Ripon 17-14 this first conference game match of the season and game of the season. So far your thoughts as we're into it?
I think both teams are pretty even right now. I think both teams have some really highs, some lows, mostly being the serve-receive game.
First game jitters?
That very well may be true.
Downs with the set. Bauman with the swing. Kovalevsky now with the swing this time. That's going to go a little bit deep. Now she swung up to the left side, right?
She absolutely did, yes.
Right. Which is kind of where she came in from last year most of the time,
Yes.
I believe.
Yeah, she's playing outside. Yep.
Well, that worked.
Yeah, that was beautiful. She likes those lower sets that you get to lead her
Okay.
on. That makes her get to the ball quicker.
So that's the key on that. It all depends on the player where they're most comfortable in the hit,
yes,
right?
absolutely. The setter connection, for sure.
Berlin this time with a good point there as the hit goes to Clara Bartle.
Aaliyah definitely likes those quicker sets, and what's nice about those lower sets is the defense can't set up on her.
Kovalevsky to Downs. Now the hit this time from Krumenauer. Right back return. Berlin will set up this time. Here's the swing. That goes out of bounds.
I feel like Berlin's trying to stay away from Bryn Carlson. She really hasn't had to do too much. They know that she's out here to play, and she's a very good passer.
She's a junior, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hanfield on the serve.
Nice up.
Downs. Here comes Kowaleski this time. Good block up by Berlin.
That was just a timing issue. That was a beautiful set. Maybe they'll get it back.
20-16, Berlin with the lead here. Tigers beat them in 3 last year, 3-0. Good swing that time from Kermenauer. Took a little off of it. Kowaleski just a little bit of a hit off on that. Carlson wasn't able to make her way to the net. And a timeout taken by Ripon. So we'll take that with them. Come back with more Ripon High School volleyball on the Ripon channel. Back here at Ripon High School for this first game of the season. Ripon and Berlin, game 1. Berlin so far with the lead, 21-16. Been close throughout the game, though. This is the biggest lead the Indians have had so far in this game. Rilling serving now for Berlin. Brooks will get it over to Downs. Here comes the swing from Kowaleski. She tricked him. Just a little punch over that time. That time she got him back. The art of deception.
Yes, nice little tip over the block.
Don't always have to come through with the big swing.
Definitely
However, it just
not.
gets there and gets the point, right?
That's right, find the floor.
Like that. Find the floor. Look at you. And that one, Kowaleski hits into the net, so point for Berlin. And back to serve will be number 11, Riley Harmson, 5'4" senior for Berlin. Brooks this time with a hit. Brooks again with the dip over. And into the net.
What doesn't
hits.
Carlson do though?
Yeah,
you
right.
see
Oh,
her
yeah.
like all over the place.
Well, I remember a player last year.
Yes.
It's kind of the same
It's
way.
the same thing, yeah.
Good.
I've had her in our youth volleyball when we did our camps. Had her, I think, since like 4th or 5th grade, and I always wanted her to be a setter.
Right.
She's got beautiful hands, but man, when she plays that libero spot, there's a reason why. She is just all over the court.
23-18, Berlin just a couple of points away from the first game victory. Hoffman will serve once again for Berlin. Hatfield, Downs, Kowaleski. Berlin on the return, and they'll get a point in there. Just outside the reach of Bryn Carlson.
Also like to mention, Mr. Propson is in the house tonight.
Yeah,
Vincent
new athletic
Propson,
director.
New athletic director, really nice to see him here. I actually talked with Landerman, I think that was Tuesday night. And he said that every sport now is in the weight room, I believe 2 days a week. It is a requirement. It is part of practice. So that was really, really cool to hear.
So if you know anything about Mr. Propson, he used to be at Randolph and headed up the weightlifting and conditioning.
Oh, is that what he did?
For the school on top of his duties there.
Okay, got it.
And he's also a freelance broadcaster too. He's done a few games every once in a while, right?
No way.
So, right?
Right on.
So we're going to have to get him on sometime.
Say, that would be great if we had him on here.
We'll get him in sometime to do a little bit of call on us.
Absolutely.
Downs.
Maybe he can teach me something.
You're doing just fine. Game point for Berlin. Brooks will get it over. Berlin will set up. And they'll get the first victory in game number 1, 25-19. So game 1 went to Berlin. We'll come back with game 2 in just a little bit here on the Ripon channel. Welcome back here to the Ripon High School Gymnasium. Game number 1 goes to Berlin. We are set for game number 2. A few things that the Tigers need to tighten up, I think.
Definitely their serve receive.
Okay.
I think that's the thing that stood out to me the most was serve receive. Just so Reese Downs can go and set that appropriately. She's kind of moving around a little bit everywhere, so would like to see serve receive tighten up.
There's some erraticness in it, right? And you're like, okay, where do I need to be? But
and we are seeing right here something we have not seen since 2019 where the teams actually switch sides.
Right, okay, good.
We haven't seen that in a long time.
And then they're always checking numbers. Like we had a little bit of a number discrepancy in the JV game a few times.
Did you?
So they were trying to get that all figured out. But
okay.
I think we've got this situation covered now. So
all right.
Here we go as we begin game number 2. Reese Downs will serve for the Tigers. Bauman, Brooks, Carlson, Kowaleski. Who else am I missing out there?
Oh, wow. Called a doubler on.
Summer Brewer out there as well.
Yeah, on the center there. Wow.
Call a double on the center.
That didn't look that bad, but.
First point of the game goes to the Tigers. Downs again. Ooh.
Just out.
Just out. Not by much.
I always say out of my reach.
Fair enough. It's Farmers and Flannels night here today.
No, we did not dress appropriately, did we? Well,
I
wait,
did not.
Just
I got
kidding.
a little bit
the
of flannel.
shoes.
I got a little flannel on tonight, yeah.
The brand new kicks.
Yeah, I got a little bit. Big swing coming this time from Bauman. Going to get blocked, though, by Berlin. And the Indians will take a 2-1 lead with that return.
Yeah, Bauman went to go swing that one up just head on instead of hitting left or right ankle. So that was a pretty easy blocker for that middle.
Serve on the way from Berlin. And Brooks will return over to Downs, and then Brooks on the big hit, and that goes out of bounds, and Ripon will score the point. Tied at 2. So new coach in Kewaskum. Different look maybe coming in. Hard to say, right?
Yeah, we'll see.
But, I mean, system he had was pretty good.
Absolutely.
Right.
I mean, they always give Ripon trouble in playoff time, too. But the Lightsky family, they know how to coach, so it'll be interesting to see if the play continues.
Yeah, you've had some serious time with that family in volleyball, right?
Yeah.
So his mom was pretty well engaged in it too, right?
Yeah, she was very very active in the volleyball community. Still is. Sold her club, is back coaching now, so she just couldn't stay away like the rest of us. I mean, there's no reason why I need to go to that alumni scrimmage. I can't move for a week after that.
Come on, no, it's good though.
It's just, yeah, it's the Lightsky family. They are very active in the volleyball community.
So are you doing any coaching, or are you just carting your kid around?
I'm just carting her around. Rick Bungie did call me to see if I would coach, but I just, with everything going on, trying to keep up with that child of mine, I just can't. I would love to, maybe someday.
We'd like to see it, but we're happy you're here.
Yes, absolutely.
Ripon trailing 5-2 in this game, number 2. Good hit from Kowaleski in the back. Swing over. Hit this time, coming up, no good. Another hit on the side. Tip over, good return on that. Point goes to Berlin, 6-2 here in game number 2, just outside of the reach.
We do have a celebrity that showed up in our gym just now, Caitlin Weiss, coach of the
yeah, I see
Spartans,
that, right?
sitting right in front of us.
Maybe we should get her
Her
on.
assistant, Holly, man. Coming to do some scouting. We play Laconia this year again. It's always a good competition.
Right, probably why she's here.
Absolutely.
Maybe it's for you.
Yeah, right.
Hit this time coming on the way, and a nice drive down to the floor for Berlin. They've seemed to get in a little bit of a groove now here, as they've just held Ripon to 2 points. Serving again will be Nigber, and that one's going to go in.
Oh.
No.
She almost lost the flag
I
there.
was gonna say, right?
She's even laughing. Hey, I like it that they're aggressive with it. I want to know in, out.
Good set on the way and a big hit again.
And Malia got a little touch on that. Yep.
Okay, that's what I thought. So that's going to go Berlin's point.
Definitely need a side out here.
8-3 on the scoreboard. Just rolls over the net for Krimenauer. Good return from Brooks. Here comes
Beautiful.
Brewer on the hit. That one goes down and through. Point for Ripon.
It's always nice to have a lefty on that right side.
Different look, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Adelie Hatfield will serve now for the Tigers. 8-4 Berlin lead, second game. That one's going to go a little bit deep.
So serve game, it seems like we're having a little bit of issue with as well.
We talked about in the pregame, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, not really the pregame, during the game. Right?
Yeah.
Carlson will find Downs, and now a hit from Brooks coming over. Big swing, that'll go down and drop in the point for Berlin. Timeout taken by Ripon. Probably a good chance to kind of regroup a little bit. So why don't we take that with them? We'll come back and be back with more right after this on the Ripon channel. All right. Welcome back here at Ripon High School as the Tigers trail the Berlin Indians 10-4 in game number 2. We got the Laconia coaches trying to talk us into coming over to do their games too, but I mean,
they don't know how much we charge.
I was going to say, man, we got a big time fee.
I want mileage. I want dinner. I want.
Yeah, the mileage to Laconia is big time.
Yeah, right.
Big time. Downs on the set. Here comes Kowaleski in the hit. Ripon taking a well-deserved timeout, I think, just to kind of reset and focus here a little bit as they trail by 6. That one goes a little bit of deep.
They're calling touch.
Oh, nope.
Touch on the block.
Touch on the block, okay. So guess not, 11-4.
Find the floor, I think, right now. Gotta go offense good.
Carlson. Here's the hit this time from Kremenauer. Berlin with the swing, and that one out of bounds.
Heads up, Tracy.
Yeah, right.
$39 years. Can you imagine doing something for 39 years? That's incredible, the amount of dedication she's given to this program.
I think I told this story before, but she was teaching elementary gym when I was in school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where was that at?
Roosevelt.
Oh, Roosevelt.
Yeah, I think she was just coming into the district, right? So
wow.
They had her teaching everything. Right?
Has she always had the same haircut? That's what I wanted to know.
I can't remember. It was a few decades ago for me, but
I would love to
I don't think I've ever seen her with
Never.
So.
Longer hair? Nope. It suits her
hey,
well.
go with what works, right?
That's right. But what you will see change on her a lot is shoes.
Yes, right.
The woman has got an incredible shoe collection.
We're in the same company when it comes to that. We talk shoes all the time.
Oh, do you? She's lucky where she has small enough feet, so she buys a lot of kids' shoes. That's a secret.
This is the inside stuff you get when you listen to us on the broadcast.
You're not going to find this information anywhere else, folks.
Anywhere in the conference, right? Anywhere in the conference.
That's why Laconia wants us.
11-7 here in the second game. Ripon trailing. And Kowaleski will serve. Nigber on the dig. Big swing. Kowaleski trying to get that, and they will get it over. Good play by the Tigers. And they'll square up and get the point.
Good hustle by Ripon there. Ari Brooks just needs to push herself over the net with her hands, which Tracy just did. The ball in between the net.
Here's the big hit from Nigber. That one goes out of bounds. Making it a 13-7.
They called somebody in the net.
Okay.
I think it was Reese Downs.
Okay.
I saw a 3 go up. Oh, you know what? It might have been Ari Brooks. Ooh. Not sure.
Serve on the way this time. Hadfield back over to Kowaleski. Tip back over from Downs. Big swing that time, and that one can't get underneath it. Reese tried to give her some ground and cover it, but was not able to do so. Timeout taken by Ripon again. So 14-7, Berlin leading Ripon here. We'll take a quick timeout and come back with more right on the Ripon channel. Back here at the Ripon High School Gymnasium, game number 2, 14-7. Berlin leading Ripon on your Ripon Channel scoreboard. Kayla Peterson, Jason Mansmith along with you. So glad to hear Riley Iceknuckle and JJ helping us out tonight. Serve on the way coming in from Berlin. Carlson will pick it up. Here comes the hit from Kowaleski. That's going to be out of bounds.
Yeah, that took a weird turn.
Wicked googly?
Yeah, I think that.
And another serve from Berlin. Going to try to finesse that one, but either that was a miss hit or really
short.
Tried to finesse, right?
We're going to go with that.
Too much finesse.
Too much.
But Jane Hoffman has done a nice job tonight serving. Krimenauer will now serve for the Tigers. That one will just skim over the top. Push back over. Bauman was there with the block. Downs with the set. Here comes Bauman again with the touch. Berlin will swing this time. That one's going to go out of bounds.
You know, Carson Bauman, we're not going to say her name a whole lot. You know, she's pretty a quiet player, but man, does she do a lot up there on the net. She can block, she can tip. I mean, she's just a smart player.
Krimenauer will serve again. Big hit this time and a good block put up by the Tigers. Ooh, good placement on that setback relay. Back area of the court.
Yep, that's always a tough spot. Middle back has got to cover those.
Hoffman, number 7, back for Berlin.
And Hoffman will serve. Big swing from Bauman this time. Brooks will get tied up in the net with it. Once again, put it over. 2 times, okay.
All right. Good net play there by Ari Brooks.
What makes the determination on whether you hit it over right away or you let it come out and set up the play?
I think how far it is behind your head.
Okay.
It's hard to get the
and
pass
it's up
to
to the players
center.
to make that decision, right? They don't have to you know, check in with anybody, right?
No.
Just the intuition of it, right?
Absolutely. And that's to me, that's one of the best things about volleyball is playing at the net, having those back and forth.
Big hit coming from the mid right now. That's a good return from Ripon. And
Ripon into that.
Not into the net this time. 17-10, Berlin leading. Here, game number 2. They have a 1-0 lead so far in this match. Brooks this time will fire up, and that's good for a point.
That's the second time that she did that backslide, and both times have worked for her. So she did play right side last year, so that definitely worked to her advantage.
Familiarity.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful back setting by Reese.
So Brooks will serve. I think everybody's ready. Here we go. That one's going to go a little bit long on that one.
Yep,
Big hit that time from Claire Bartle, 6-foot senior. And Brooks again to serve, down by 5. Big hit, good block by the Tigers. Kowaleski from the edge. Ripon will recover. Kowaleski back over. A set up this time from Berlin. A soft little touch, and
You got that on. Maybe?
Yeah, I didn't see.
I know, that's the only thing I will say about them switching sides. I'd much rather have them on our side so we can see. Can't really see what's going on over
We'll
there.
do it. We'll figure it out,
Yep,
right?
yep.
We're able to adjust.
That's right.
Four hits, yeah. I was like, that's not allowed.
Not tonight.
18-13, yeah. Not tonight. Not any night, I think, right? Not any night. Carlson will serve for Ripon. Hit over, and Brooks. Back over to Downs, and now Kremenauer with a swing, and knocked out of bounds. And a point for Ripon.
Awesome to see that connection between Reese and Kremenauer. They played club together, so that definitely has helped them tonight.
So Ripon was down by, I think, 6 or 7 in this game at one point, and they've whittled it away, down to 4 now, 18-14. Good serve. Kremenauer with the hit. Good placement by Berlin in there, saw the open floor.
Yep, and I think Kremenauer was transitioning off, and Carlson didn't know if she was going to pass that ball.
Macy Rilling in there. That one's going to fly into the seats, and Carlson will pick it up from a Berlin fan. Pleasantries exchanged.
Once in a while we get that from Berlin. Once in a while. Somebody write it down.
Brooks on the receive. Here comes Kowaleski with the swing, and that's going to be out of bounds. Not by much. And that thing was cooking.
She wanted that angle.
Right.
She's got 2 blockers in front of her, so she tried to get that sharp cross, but she'll come out firing here.
Hit on the way. 21-14. Carlson will set it up. Here comes the hit from Kowaleski. That's good.
Beautiful hit.
Well, exactly what you kind of talked about right there, coming off the edge. That angle that you wanted.
Yeah, it was a good out-of-system play because Reese Downs had to take that first ball, so Britt Carlson had to step in, and Leah was able to put it away.
Hatfield set to serve now for the Tigers. Kremenauer, Downs, Brooks, Carlson, Kowaleski, and Hatfield. That's a hit there coming in, and that's going to be good for Berlin. Good point. 22-15 on the score. Kowaleski trying to get everybody fired up on the Ripon side, make a little noise.
Yes, I did see that. They're pretty quiet over there right now.
Serve comes. Hit. Kremenauer. And the return from Berlin. Hoffman this time, and a good dig in there from Hatfield. Kowaleski. Back over. Kremenauer with the touch. Punch back. Comes the swing. And that's going to be out.
Just out. She tried to go wide on that shot.
23-15. Macy Rilling to serve for Berlin. That one's going to dip in there. Point for Berlin. Game point on the way.
I think she tried to get that one back to Malia.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah. A little bit too far.
Set from down, swing from Krummenauer. They are locked in, though, aren't they?
They are.
That one's just a little bit deep in game number 2. We'll go to Berlin 25-16. Oh, maybe not.
Well, they're saying touch.
Okay.
Okay.
What do
Still
I know?
at her, yeah.
I'll call one more. Kovaleski set to serve on the baseline. And that one will go deep. And that will be game point for game number 2. 25-16, Berlin beats Ripon in game number 2. We'll come back with game 3 in just a moment right here on the Ripon channel. Back here at Ripon High School as we get set for game number 3 in this volleyball match. Berlin leading 2-0, knocking off Ripon in the second game 25-16. Tigers got to shore it up just a little bit more and hopefully come away with it. What did you come away from the second game?
I would say that second game was more our offense. I felt like our passing improved, but we hit a lot of balls out.
Yeah, I think so
just
too.
Just miss hits, yeah.
And Berlin was pretty successful in a lot of their hits too, though. So that was they got a little bit more cohesive, I would think, gelled a little bit more in that second game, and were able to pound the points.
And Ripon's got to stay out of the net. We had quite a few net violations that game.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, but you'll be happy Ripon's back on this side.
Yes, I can see now my old self.
They're closer to you now.
Yes,
so.
Thank you. Yes, but hey, it's game 3. This is where you don't hesitate. You go all out. So let's see what they do.
So Berlin will serve to start game number 3 here. First conference meets of the season. Downs is going to go out of bounds for that one, and a hit from the middle comes from Brooks. It's going to be short into the net. And a point for Berlin. Second hit on the way for Berlin. Quickly over from Bauman. Swing coming from the side. That'll be in. Carlson will save it. Brooks, I should say, Downs on the return. Now Carson Bauman.
That makes sense.
Yeah, right?
I know who you're talking about.
On the hit, that goes out of bounds. Another point for Berlin.
Yep, Summer and Carson just need to communicate on that one. As you can see, Reese is really running around her right now. Our serve receivers
just a tad
breaking down, yep.
But good numbers once again for this Ripon team, right? Full varsity and a full JV and a full freshman squad. So
I believe
nice
she said that freshman squad was like 16
There's
girls
a ton of them
something.
on there as I look through the roster
was there
today.
really?
Yeah. That's good.
Absolutely.
Carlson on the return, Downs on the set. Here comes the swing from Bauman. That is out of bounds.
I still want to see that hard hit. So what she did right there is great.
You're good with that?
Hands. Yeah, try to get some hands from Berlin. Just can't be hesitating at all.
Just a little bit too close to the net on that.
Yep.
And like you said, in this game, not so much. Yeah. And the hit on the way. That's going to sky. Tad bit past the county line on that one.
A little bit. As a coach, I would like to see it long, then in the net, so at least the other team has to make the decision.
There you go.
But that one was an easy decision.
That's why we bring you in for this analysis.
Once in a while, it makes sense. Nice up.
And a swing, and that goes into Ripon's favor. Another points on the scoreboard for the Tigers, 5-2. And Brooks will step back behind the line to serve.
Carson Bauman's net play tonight is just unbelievable.
Berlin on the return. Here's the swing over. Kowaleski on the hit. That's in.
Yep, Berlin coach Edie, she even pointed, she said, yep, that one was definitely, that was a nice cross-court shot.
She's been with that program a few years now, too,
yeah,
hasn't she?
She's been there a long time, actually, since Kalen Splitkeeper had played. That was a couple moons ago, I think 2013, so she's been there at least 10 years.
That one's going to go out of bounds, and another point for Ripon, so a run of 4-0 here.
Run it up.
5-4, Berlin leading Ripon here, game at number 3.
She's really put on the service pressure tonight.
Yeah.
Arias.
Brooks on the serve. And the swing from Hoffman. Picked up by Brooks. Now here comes Kowaleski. Good block by the Indians. Now another good block by Bauman. You talk about that net play.
Block party.
Example right there, folks.
Who let the dogs out? Who?
You're really going there?
Yes.
Okay.
I am.
Right.
Block cheer.
Right. The mid-90s call. They'd like their jam back, right?
Right.
Here's the hit from Berlin.
Ooh.
That's going to be
That
into the
could've
net.
been hard. That could have been bad, right?
Yeah, right. Ripon with the lead, 6-5, something we haven't seen a whole lot tonight.
Absolutely. Ari's really putting the pressure on.
Good serves from Ari Brooks.
Good net play.
Carlson with that. Set up. Here comes Kowaleski again. Good hit. Good return, though, from Berlin. They'll set up. Downs. Swing this time. Bauman with a little dunk over.
A soft touch.
Kowaleski. Side hit. That'll be good.
Yes, that same shot. It's open.
Ripon with a 7-5 lead here in game number 3. And Brooks one more time for the serve. That one goes into the net. Good streak, though.
Absolutely.
Good run.
Good run. Should be very happy about that.
A little bit of a lineup change now for Berlin. Jenna Nigber will serve for Berlin. Strong serve coming over the net that time. Kowaleski will come back and big hit.
Hard hit, Berlin. Just couldn't put up the solid block.
She didn't take the angle on that one. She went right at it.
She went right at it.
Carlson will serve.
The things you can see while Ripon is on this side, huh?
Things I've learned in the last couple of years. I get it.
Yep. What we haven't seen tonight is our favorite,
The donut.
the donut.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I've not seen
Or
that.
the campfire, but I like food. I'm gonna go with the donut. Are you kidding?
Points for the Tigers here makes it 9-6 in game number 3. Good student section tonight. Both sides. School officially getting underway this week.
Oh, still up.
Downs, that one's going to go out. I was kind of slow motion a little bit, right? It was like everybody thought it was done, and then Reese was like, oh, I better get this thing over.
Just get it out of the way.
Right, yeah. Unfortunately,
Just out, yeah.
it was out. Kowaleski coming up, and that one's where it needed to be.
Absolutely beautiful, beautiful set by Reese. Malia just hammered that one down.
Through the locker room door.
Yep.
So bonus points on that one, right?
Yep. I think there's a mark probably on the floor over there. You see it? Is there a dent? I don't know.
Could very well be. Hatfield will do the serving now for the Tigers with a 10-7 lead here in game number 3, and that one's going to be a little bit long. Back to the defensive side for the Tigers. Rilling will serve once again. She's done a nice job tonight. Kowaleski this time from the right. Good return, but that goes out of bounds.
Kowaleski's feeling it now. Like I said, that third game, you're down 2. What do you got to lose?
Right.
Hit hard.
The jump legs are solid right now, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that vertical of hers definitely helps, huh?
Kowaleski with the hit. Berlin on the return. Brooks this time will come through, and that'll go. Points for Berlin.
You mean Ripon?
Check that. Ripon. Yes. Hold me accountable. That's all right.
No,
I'm good
no.
with that. All good here. Kowaleski, 12-8, Ripon lead. Biggest lead of the ball game now for Ripon. And that one will go into the net as well, and Ripon will come away, and now we're going to have a timeout maybe? Yeah, I think so.
First timeout.
Coach from Berlin wants a timeout. We'll take a little break with him. Back after this on the Ripon channel. Back here at Ripon High School, the Tigers have been playing a solid third game. They lead by 5, 13-8 on your Ripon Channel scoreboard. Kowaleski set to serve for the Tigers. Leah, the senior. And that one goes out of bounds.
She had too much time to think about that serve.
Well, I wouldn't doubt it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Nice
that
to
momentum,
serve her.
like that rhythm. But guess what? Solid job by the Berlin coach to take a timeout
That
that
was-
time.
Her point for sure.
That one's going to go right into the net, so Ripon will get the ball back. We'll see who's going to serve. Looks like Krummenauer is going to do the serving for Ripon. You talked about the progression of her game and the work that she's done during the summer. In addition to a little bit more height,
Yeah.
I think is there too, but the ability, her vertical, and the ability to get up is
Just
unbelievable.
yes, and just even just the IQ has just went from 0 to 100. I feel like I actually played with her mom back in
Right,
high
yeah.
school, Leah. So I'm not surprised. I guess is the nicest way to put. I'm not surprised. She's an athlete. She's worked hard, and she's one that's not very. She's not going to say a whole lot. She just does her work.
You like that as a coach?
Love
Right.
that as a coach.
You just do what
gotta
you need to do.
Do what you need to
Right?
do. Get the
No
job
complaint,
done.
no attitude.
Yep.
Just go.
Yep.
Reese Downs will fire. And that one's going to. Ooh.
Ooh, was that?
Oh, he said no. Out.
Oh. I don't know, Reese. They
That
might-
looked pretty good in the corner to me.
It looked like it was going way out, and then all of a sudden it just dropped. Do we have wind here in this gym? Maybe it's the AC?
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Berlin student section getting to talking to. You got to put the cone down, it looks like.
Oh, Ripon student
Berlin,
section getting fired
Ripon
up here.
student section will let them know you can't do that. And Berlin will serve now. They trail by 4. Carlson on the return. Here comes Downs on the setup. Push over from Bauman. Berlin will return. That one's going to go deep. 16-11.
Brooks, number 3, back to serve for the Tigers.
Big server going back there. Let's see if she can get a couple points on the board.
I think one of the rule changes this year, if I was reading through, is they gave a little bit more space in the coach's box.
Oh, really?
This year, so you can go a
did
little
not
bit,
know that.
a little bit further. You can get a little bit closer
Really?
if you need. So
did
this is
not
the
know
work
that.
I do in the off
Yeah,
season.
right.
Right?
I know.
Right?
You're putting in the hours, man.
That one unfortunately falls in for Berlin.
Talking about shoes, you're doing your homework, man. I'm impressed.
11 in for Berlin.
That's why you're the GOAT, baby.
I don't-
That's why you are the GOAT.
Not at all.
You really are.
Here we go.
Distinguished alumni here.
Downs will set it up, and Krummenauer will come through. No, I threw her with the hit. That one's going to go a little bit long, it looks like. 16-13. The swing on the way from Berlin. Here's the set from Downs. This pushover from Kowaleski. And that one's going to drop in for Berlin. Building back to getting closer to tying here. 16-14 now. Tigers were up by 7 at one point.
Yep, just got to keep it together.
Bauman will put one in
Oh.
there.
There you go. In the what?
In the donut.
Donut.
Right in the donut there.
For the Tigers, Carlson back to serve.
I feel better now, right? We talked about it.
Yep,
now
we
it
got one
happened. The
tonight.
broadcaster's curse, as they call it.
Yep.
Carlson with the hit, and that'll go in. Berlin with a big hit on the return.
That was a great hit.
Bartle, number 10, back to serve for Berlin.
Claire Bartle will serve for the Indians. Earlier tonight, JV2 falling 3-0, JV falling 3-0. Varsity hoping the fate is not the same. That one was rocked a little bit.
You know what? Just go up and swing hard,
Right.
hey?
She's laughing about it, right?
Yep.
What do you do, right?
That's right.
She'll get another attempt, and that one will work.
Yep.
Right over Pete Krieger. Oh, good save by Pete over there, right? Sign him up.
I think we should put him in, Coach.
Talk about a sport that is growing in the men's side, and at least in the boys' side in high school sports, is boys volleyball. In the Valley area, around the area here as well.
Yes.
Getting a lot more people to play and a lot more teams coming in.
Absolutely. It's nice to see that. We used to see a lot of teams just down in the Milwaukee area. That was where it was really prevalent. But, yeah, now the Fox Valley.
FEA, yeah, has all got some
that
stuff.
whole area, definitely. You think we'll ever get it here in Ripon, Biggie? You never know, right?
Right, I think you just need a few more numbers, right?
That's right. And you to coach? I think that'd be fantastic.
No, I think you'd be great.
Nice push.
Berlin setting up. Kowaleski with a big swing. That'll be picked up by the Indians. Carlson, Kowaleski. That's going to go out of bounds.
I think that was just a mishit.
Yeah.
I don't know if she meant to tip that.
17-19, Berlin trailing Ripon here. I think if you get pretty close to tied here, it's probably timeout time, I would think, for Coach Landerman to just chat about it before we get towards, big points here.
Ooh.
That one's going to be swung on there from Kremenauer.
Big hit.
Big hit.
Very powerful. In order to set those middles, we got to have perfect passes for Reese on the net. So when we can do that, go middle for sure.
Okay.
We need to get those passes up there for her.
Ilya Kowaleski will serve for the Tigers. Pink shoes and all.
It's funny you say that about her shoes. Alumni scrimmage, her sister was saying the shoes that she was wearing at the alumni scrimmage were the same ones that she wore in high school, but yet Malia gets a new pair every year.
Right.
So, yeah, she wasn't happy. She's like, how does that happen? Like, well, let me explain to you, the baby of the family.
Right, exactly. Point there for Berlin. 2018, Ripon leads. Downs, Brooks. And that one will go point favor for Berlin. And they are 1 point away from tying this one up. Feel that momentum swing just a little bit.
Yes.
And Ripon hasn't been playing horrible.
No, they haven't at all. They've been passing.
The mistakes have been limited.
Yeah. I would just like to see them get a little bit louder on their court. They're pretty quiet.
Kremenauer with the hit out. Tied at 20.
All right, here we go. New game to 5.
Timeout.
Yep. Perfect.
We'll take it with them back after this on the Ripon Channel. Here at Ripon High School, tied at 20 in game number 3. Berlin with a 2-0 lead in the match. Big time now here for the Tigers. Berlin with the serve. Kowaleski will pick it up. Brooks will tip one over. Set up this time. Krumenauer will try to drop one in there and does so.
Yep. Nice little tip touch.
Carlson will come out. Bauman will come back in. Kelly Krumenauer will serve.
Nice serve.
And over the net.
Free ball. Use it.
And Ripon not able to get that one over. So close. That one came in screaming towards Reese's face.
Yep.
Right? So she couldn't really get good position on it.
Definitely.
Hoffman will serve once again, tied at 21 here in game 3. That one tips over the net. Berlin will return. That one's back, point for Berlin.
Just a mishit by Bauman. Great pass by Bryn. Good set. Gotta call timeout here.
Ripon timeout, we'll take it with him. 22-21, Berlin leads. Back after this on the Ripon channel. Here at the Ripon High School Gymnasium, 22-21, Berlin leading Ripon here. Game number 3, Indians with a 2-0 lead. Good serve, Carlson with the pickup, Downs with the set. Here comes the hit from Brooks. Carlson back to Downs again, this time Kowaleski from the mid. That one's going to go into the net. 23-21.
All right, made a mistake. Gonna come right back at it.
Jane Hoffman will serve for the Indians. That one comes over. And that one goes into the nets. Game point, match point on the way here.
We're just not controlling what's going on our side of the net. The game's not over.
Carlson, Downs. The hit from Brooks is good. Berlin returns. Brooks one more time with the hit. Ripon will get it back over. Berlin comes through again, and that one's going to fall out. And Berlin will pick up the victory here tonight, 25-21 in Game 3. So Berlin picks up the win, 3-0 here on this Thursday evening. Kayla, final thoughts? They got better.
They got better.
They got better each game.
Yes, get in the gym, do some work. I would say serving definitely is an issue. But, you know, that just takes some time. Get in the gym, and we can't wait to see what they can do next time.
Absolutely. Want to thank our executive producer and helpers tonight, Riley Eisenachel and JJ. Kayla, thank you again.
Thank you.
We'll do it again soon.
The GOAT Biggie.
We'll do it again soon. For Kayla Peterson, the All-Star, I'm Jason Mansmith. We'll talk to you real soon right here on the Ripon Channel.